stop because there was like.
Hey you guys, what's up? We are officially live. It's awesome. Hayden! Hayden! I'm going live, you guys. I am live right now.
Don't go live.
I'm live.
You can't go live because people
No,
are
I'm live on.
You know, if you go live, people have access to watch it.
It's good. They can watch me talk.
Yeah, but if you go live, you're going live for nothing.
No, I don't have any guys.
What?
I'm trying to remember what I did.
We have mess.
I'm pretty sure you only had 2 left, baby. I need to get it refilled.
What?
I'm pretty sure he was almost out. You need to get it refilled.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Get that. Do I get my shoes on?
Maybe that.
Yes. There's a
That's
scooter.
candidate for
I got a scooter. This is not opening. This ain't bad. This don't open. This is bad.
That's not it. Okay, well then, yeah, it sounds like he's gonna have to get,
Who's his prescriber? Medical?
Dr. Griffin.
Okay, I know Dr. Griffin.
Yes, and he's at the same one pediatric.
Oh, yeah. This is my
That
other
green
shoe.
Your other shoe, which one?
My,
Or the
I'm
van?
not
Not entirely.
And so you said you have their med cards, but it's also in a place that has
Yeah, it's right there.
So Officer Tech, she's trying to get some medical cards. I don't think you guys have checked that area yet.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So, okay.
Down in this area?
Yeah, it's just right here in my wallet.
Ow, ow, gosh dang. Okay. When my scooter does this.
And you're okay for me to take those?
Yeah, you can take
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna give them to Ann. So we'll work with it that way. Okay, and so if we call the prescriber, the doctor will prescribe it?
Yes.
Check that thing out, Officer Taggy.
Okay.
What do you think about
So
that?
she
Yeah.
will
It's a lot
have to
better
take
shape
him
than
because he
some of
had
my
to have a
kids.
med check. He said that next time he has to have a med check.
Because I
before
barely
they'll
even
prescribe
write
it.
it on my scooter. Don't look somewhere far. I
and-
write this.
Yeah.
And this is Hayden, right?
This is Hayden. Now, I do
Yeah,
want to
this
mention
is
that
Hayden.
I
Right
did get
there,
a phone
it's
call
gonna
from
be
a teacher
Walmart.
saying that
And my
towards the ending
daddy,
of his last
maybe
period,
for
he's
Chris-
having
Daddy,
problems
see,
with his
my
medicine.
husband-
So I don't know if they're going to change
buddy.
the dosage or if they're going to
I'm
use
gonna
some
get an
type of
electric
medicine.
scooter.
So
think?
she doesn't
Allergic medicine. Yeah, they should get
Um,
But do that.
I may-
Cool.
I still have the voicemail. I may be
Then I
able
don't
to
have
forward it to her.
Then
Yeah,
it just
okay.
drives me by myself.
So that way, she understand it.
You know, I still can't.
Why not?
Can't hide from me, no
Because
matter how
I'm
hard
like-
you try.
I tried riding a bike, but for some reason I'm like really afraid to ride it.
Why?
Because I'm afraid
Afraid to fall?
I'm afraid I'm gonna be racing it and then I'm gonna get get off my chair and just fall into the bike lane and I'm not gonna know how to move it, so I'm gonna accidentally go to the road and get lifted.
Well, you can ride a bike and stay away from the road where cars are, that's good.
Well, I usually have mommy or daddy or my cousins go. Need my shoes.
So if she's okay with it, at least you can't have supervised contact with the kids.
Yeah, we're gonna have to develop what that looks like. You'll make that kind of happen. I'll talk with her about what she's comfortable with.
So I think she'd probably be okay with Alicia going over that. I know probably not me, but as long as if she could, I don't care, man. As long as she can see one of them. As long
We'll
as,
see what we can figure out. We'll be in touch tomorrow to try to find out more about that. I'll learn with her what she's comfortable with. I'll see what my schedule's like as well, and see what we can do to make something happen. Okay.
and then when we talk to you next, as soon as we talk to you tomorrow too.
Yeah, I'll call you tomorrow.
Mom, you're
So
gonna
we'll be in touch and I can come together some more information.
Why don't you? Well, I don't know how that works out. But I am wearing your jacket because it's getting colder. Is there anything specific that you want to take? That
Anybody have like special blankets or stuffed animals or anything like that?
He's got his
no.
bike.
I lost my favorite stuffed animal in Klamath Falls.
Is there any sort of clothes that you want to take?
Mommy, remember when we were looking for pillow petty? I want to take this. Someone stole them.
You can take that, Hayden. You can take that.
Daddy, how long have I had pillow petty?
See, but long time, bud. Years since you were like 1.
Yeah, no, he's
No,
gone.
I had
Pillow
mine
Petty.
in the
No,
basket,
I'm
like
talking
you
about
said,
Pillow
right
Petty.
now.
Yeah, you had Pillow Petty when you were
Oh,
like.
yeah, I see you there.
Yeah, but someone stole him. And Clemens Wolves, they took him. But yeah, I lost mine when we were going to Anki Tacos. Oh yeah, your doggy. Woof, woof. Yes, I had that first stuffed. I had that before. He had the very first stuffed animal. And one of my daddy's friends stole the
Jeremiah,
stuffed animal.
Mama's gonna
No, wow.
pack your
I had
back
that.
pants that you
I had that
got,
before I was 1, like probably 9 months old.
You want to go back to dumpster and look at it?
It's like summer out there.
Is there
He's freezing, sad.
Oh, yeah, here. It's chilly.
is there any way that
It's
you
in the
can
AC
grab
out
me
there.
that medicine bottle right
This
there?
here?
Yes, that is their melatonin
Oh,
ticket
Mommy,
night.
I want to take. I want to take a movie. We got like the full deluxe.
Oh, maybe you can hand these to Tasha. I don't want to pack on the boys' backpacks.
I don't understand why, but like we got further. Why do you want to pack that in your backpack? I'm asking you that you should, but why?
Because you guys need your melatonin.
What is this? Zachary, did you put one of your PZ? I'm sorry for trying. I'm trying to say
Anything else that you want to
Well, you
take?
guys be good for Aunt Tasha, huh?
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
please,
What
be
does
good
it
for Auntie Tasha. Please, please, please.
I hate drawing
Be good
with
for her.
crayons. It's definitely not me.
Listen, guys,
I'm
she's doing something very, very good out of her heart to take care of you
guys.
guys for the
So
time she
give me.
Oh, those are those silly
Appreciate that,
notes you
okay.
guys were writing.
Oh no, I was so give
Please
me.
appreciate that. All right.
I know I found one in the bathroom and said something like, "Don't go to Utah."
Yeah. So how are you supposed to get to Utah from here? It's YouTube. Dude, Utah, and you write Utah. Yeah, it's U-T-A-N, right? No, it's U-T-A-H.
Yeah,
U-T-A-H.
very, very close. All right.
Alright,
There's a note hidden up here in the picture. That's where everyone's going.
Maya,
Because
which
it's
sweater
Project
is your
Jordan, the
favorite?
hackers.
What are you
Which one
doing,
your
baby?
favorite?
There's a note right here, under here. It's stuck.
I have it.
Why?
Zachary hid it in here.
Where's his leather jacket at, baby?
Ah. Don't read that one. That's part of the rip
Can Mom get it and
notes.
bring it to you?
Give me my rip note.
Okay.
That is
So
part
you
of
like
the
this
rip note.
one?
That's the 3 pieces. You put in
Look,
I'm reading.
can you put that on?
You
instead?
are by Project E. Watch hacker zones in oven.
Careful.
No, it says you are being watched by
Careful,
hackers.
careful.
There's also another note over there somewhere on the floor. What does it say? I don't know. I didn't really read it.
Alright, boys, grab your backpacks.
Hey, look, there's my right next to me. Hey, look that. Clock. Oh yeah, there's also a note somewhere else.
Of course. Of course.
What? There's one more note somewhere.
Actually, have you
Let me get. I am after the. Someone took it.
And you're with them.
They're right there. You
Ah,
just walk over.
perfect. I found it.
It's good to meet you guys.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Mom's gonna put them in your backpack.
I'm definitely making a pop right now. You do not copyright me. I will not. You didn't make up the proper, Zachary. Someone else did.
Do you want to take your Pac-Man team?
Yeah.
Zachary, can you make a popper for me? Yes.
No Bumblebee, babe.
Poker. A popper. Not poker. I didn't know.
Right there on the floor? Okay, grab Bumblebee.
I assumed that. You didn't put it right. I assumed that would be spelled like
You got him?
D-O-U. We're making a popper. You know what that is?
Is it,
Oh, what do I have?
and then slam it shut? Make it up?
What? No. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
That's actually what you do with it. Basically, you pull something and it makes a weird. You sort of like this, and you sort of like do this, and it makes a pop noise like this. Like basically, it forces it backwards, and when it slips out, it makes it like this.
That's kinda cool.
My brother,
I almost want to
he's
grab a
like
bag.
king at making them.
This
My
one
brother,
here,
I
what
mean,
are we
my
gonna
friend
do?
Ben showed me how to make poppers. I used to know how to make them. It's supposed to make like actually poppers.
Maybe we'll have a way to
That's pretty
pretty close to them. Let's just get them where they need to go.
Where you
Right, okay?
Well, it's.
I think there'd be a way to
Yeah, get that to
work
me.
You
that
have a
out.
phone?
I mean, or maybe you could come back and pick some stuff up. I'm sure you guys could work something like that out.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to lose
You
all
get
their
boss
stuff.
and Sharpie.
Let's just get them where they need to be right now.
Well, I mean, I have
That's
my
what
own-
everybody's
my
concern is
personal
right now, babe.
ones.
Let's get them out of here.
Yeah, and then you can make, maybe somebody can come back and then you could have time then to organize everything, you know what I mean? And then somebody could come back and you guys can
I'm
take all
keeping
this.
the Sharpie.
Then you could reduce your
Oh, the
rate so as
janitor.
minimal as possible so you guys can take care of what you need to take care of.
Who's the janitor?
Alright, boys, backpacks.
Oh. We're going on a trip.
Oh yeah, I grabbed you your Nike sweater.
The little Einstein right here over there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You got a pencil sharpener and lipstick. I hate the lipstick.
You guys got phones?
Well, I don't have fun. I got my tablet. So I need to add a tablet. I like
I
red.
put your umbrellas in here.
That might come in handy.
Okay.
What?
He got mad at me and kind of bent it, and then
Are you taking
And
your
then
scooter or
his
not?
tablet, your tablet, yeah, got stolen by his phone. No, no, no,
Are
no.
you taking your scooter?
He literally bent his tablet. No, I didn't.
Alright.
Yeah, he bent his tablet. You put this in my bag. That's pretty crazy. And he was like 4 when he bent his tablet. I have my tablet. I got it on my 8th birthday.
Very nice.
I'm not.
That's a good present to have on an 8th birthday.
Yeah. What is my tablet?
I hit him.
Good. Do I need a jacket?
I have a jacket and a sweater for you.
No. Come take my phone.
Do you guys need anything else from me at all?
Nope, I don't think so. Oh, or did you get the case number from,
I'll get it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's the leather jacket. Can I grab that leather jacket?
That's your one.
Thank you so much. There you go, buddy. There's
It's
your
gotta
leather
be
jacket.
awesome.
We'll be in touch.
Mom,
I'll
this
tell
is
you
gonna be
tomorrow.
awesome.
Okay.
Mom, this is gonna be awesome.
You'll be fine.
I know, but what am I
Yeah,
saying?
you guys are gonna follow AJ. So
Let's roll.
Who's it?
that is AJ right there.
Hi.
Hang tight for me.
Hold on, you guys. Wait a second. I love you.
Where's your car?
Oh, I'll show you. Yeah. Alright guys, we'll be in touch tomorrow.
Okay.
Alright, so you mentioned Officer Biden, and where's some, Adam, was there any little drugs in the garbage can or something?
There's no drugs present, period.
No
There's
drugs
one
at all?
more syringe right there in that top drawer.
Right here?
Yes, that's
Okay.
all that's rest.
So there should be, so the only things in your, what's
That is
every,
period. That's
everything.
it right there. That's the last.
is it a
everything.
used syringe?
No.
So it's just like what was in your pocket?
Yes, same thing.
So there's no drugs in the
No,
place
there's
whatsoever?
no drugs, period. I'm being 100% honest. You guys can
Okay.
search all day. You're not going to
Okay.
no drugs in here.
Alright.
There's no nothing.
Okay, so the only thing we would find is those 2 syringes.
Think that's it. Just being 100% real with me.
Alright.
Yeah, there's no drugs in here. Ain't no meth in here. Ain't nothing in here, man.
And it's just heroin you've been using,
Yeah.
right? Just, is both you guys just heroin? Is that your issue? You said use the meth?
Yeah, meth. No, meth too.
Meth too?
Slight meth use, yes.
Okay.
Slight meth use too, Officer Attorney.
But I think there's a mention of some rinse baggies or something like that, right? Or no?
No, those are just the syringes.
Okay.
That's it.
Exactly.
But yeah, the rest of everything that's in this room is right
So,
there.
so
That's
how long have you been using?
it. 7 years.
7 years. That's been on
On and off.
for 7 years.
Yeah,
And
well,
how
but
about you,
pretty
Alicia?
constant.
God, yeah, well, I imagine because you can't. You,
You can't stop. You know, it's just you can't do anything. Same with her.
Yeah.
same with you.
7
Yep.
years.
And you know where this goes if you don't get it stopped,
In the
right?
grave or prison. Yeah, one
I
way.
mean, well, and it doesn't do any good for these guys. You can see how much you guys love these guys, but you're trying to hold together your family in somewhat of a normal way, but
We've
it's
been trying
it's
for so long.
but it's
We've-
impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible. But we've been fighting,
Yep.
trying.
It's like you're
fighting.
trying to hold on to the wheel of a car that's going completely out of control
It's
towards a
got-
cliff. You know
yeah.
what I mean? And it's like we're trying to make it all normal and stuff with the kids, and yet hey, everything's gonna be okay, but you just
You know it's not
impossible
going to
to
be
do it.
okay
You know it's
eventually.
going towards
Yeah.
a cliff, right?
Yeah.
So this is a way that you guys can get yourself squared away and that and get
Get it taken
back
care
in
of.
control, yeah. And thankfully you have somewhere like your sisters to go to or something
Instead
like
of being
that.
instead
Instead
of
of
strangers.
instead of positive. And sometimes if that has to happen, it has to happen. You know what I mean? And that can also work too. But I'd rather, of course, have it be with somebody that I'm comfortable with and
Me
all
too.
that. So
Me too. Me too. Yeah,
you guys just can't miss this opportunity.
no, we gotta take care of this.
You
Well,
gotta,
yeah, like I
you gotta be
told-
done with any kind of heroin use or any
No.
kind of drug use or
No.
whatsoever.
No,
If that means
Yeah,
getting away, absolutely axing anybody that's associated with it out of your lives, out of your contacts, out of your anything.
I don't even have any friends really.
Yeah,
I mean, he knows everybody. I don't really know anybody.
yeah,
I just kind of hang out with him and
Yeah.
our kids, and that's it.
yeah. Well,
we
that's
stick
good.
together. We don't hang out with anybody else but us. It's me, my wife, and our kids, and that's how it's been for the last 7 years.
Yeah. Where does the drug use start?
He broke his Achilles tendon
I
or
told
tore it, and he got a bunch of Vicodin from his doctors,
Yep.
and that's
And
how
then,
it started.
and then Percocet after the Vicodin, and they kept prescribing it to me, and then they cut me off of the Percocet, and I got so sick, and I couldn't do anything. And this person that was getting the Percocet too. Told me that they would sell me some, and they started selling me Percocet. So I wasn't taking money. And I turned into that, but it was so expensive. So then we started doing heroin because it's way cheaper.
Right.
We couldn't afford that with the kids and everything like that. And, paying for this, paying for that, and there's no way we could afford any of that shit. So then we started doing the heroin. Since then, that's where it's been.
Yeah, it's a common story.
Nobody just wakes up in the morning and wants to be a heroin addict. That's not something you do. You don't wake up and say, "Hey, I want to be a heroin addict today." Let's just do that.
Well, some people are right, and a lot of times it happens like you described, and other times people are looking to get high because they're using they're trying to medicate themselves for other issues, depression issues, anxiety issues, life issues, whatever. So they'll go to to meth, to this, to alcohol, to heroin, to whatever.
Back to back. They're just using everything.
Yeah. And they'll try different things like that. Yeah.
No meth in here, right? I know you talked about you were using it as well.
Yeah, there's no meth or heroin present in this room at all.
Okay, perfect. Any paraphernalia, meth paraphernalia, or anything like that?
And there might be a clean pipe in that top drawer.
Clean?
Yes.
Guys, man, you guys have 3 awesome kids
They're so wonderful, man.
that need you. Alright? I can't have you guys like this. They just can't. It's not fair to them. But they do need you. I need you guys to be there in mind and spirit and body, everything. Because you guys are using your minds on here. Right? I mean, you know as well as I do that when you get set on that next fix when you start getting sick. And that's just a dangerous place for you and your kids.
And it happens right afterwards. Too.
You both know that the people you guys buy from are not the most savory characters.
No, they're not, man, at all.
They're usually tweakers and junkies that are anything to make a buck. They're selling this poison. They're willing to risk the federal time of Lynn Bias is. So Lynn Bias,
Oh, he was a basketball
player that overdosed and died.
Yes.
So the federal government decided some laws that if you sell somebody dope and they overdose and die from it, you are looking at
Is it manslaughter?
no, it's still delivery, but it comes under a Lynn Bias charge, and it's a 20-year minimum in the federal pen. And federal time is on a day for day. They don't do
They
good
don't
time.
do that 936 on that
No,
shit.
no programming like that. If you have a previous history of delivery, it's a presumptive life sentence. That's how serious they take that. And with heroin, people dying in overdose. And unfortunately for people, it's the last man standing. We go to heroin, whenever I work in dope, we go to heroin overdose, grab their phone, find out who they bought from, roll back on them.
Roll back,
They'll roll back, and the last person that doesn't want to talk and work is the last person that stands on the 20 to life.
Is what it should be, man. I know one of my favorite artists just died last November. He overdosed on fentanyl. And he was a beautiful 21-year-old male died in his tour bus. His name was Gustav R. He died in Little Rock, in Arizona, man. He died in front of the venue, and somebody sold him 6 laced Xanax. And he took all 6 of them. He died 21 years old. He was just starting his life.
I'll tell you right now, there's counterfeit oxy out there right now, but it's actually fentanyl. It's throughout Salem. That we're getting people over. We at one point had 6 overdoses in a day because of these counterfeit oxys. They look like 30 milligram blue pills.
The blue ones, yeah.
Yep, and they're not. They're fentanyl.
100% fentanyl.
I don't know. I
It
think they
doesn't
have
matter.
other stuff.
It doesn't matter because that shit's so deadly.
Yep, because when the medics give you the tea in the back of an ambulance for pain, they do it in micrograms. You give micrograms, not milligrams. Micrograms. That's how strong fentanyl is. It's a man-made synthetic opioid is what it is. So they usually give it to people that are like allergic. It was invented for people that are allergic to like morphines and stuff, so that they can get a painkiller that's effective.
Yeah.
So that's a problem, right?
Yeah.
So you have no idea who's making those pills. They're not making them micrograms, right? So it's just where they're also cutting heroin. I mean, when was it back in South Carolina? There was an epidemic of overdoses because of the heroin laced fentanyl. Because they could step on their product, get fentanyl, mix it in there, and make it just as potent as if they hadn't stepped on it. But you never know if they're gonna make a hot batch or not. So, yeah. And then you guys are well within that window of being dead.
It's like that backpack you picked up you were talking about, right? And it's got obviously kid type stuff in there, right? Paraphernalia.
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine if there's one of those pills that one of your kids gets curious. Kids are boys, you know how boys are.
Yeah.
I mean, they get curious, they grab a pill. Oh, look at that! Throw it in there. I mean, next thing you know, you're calling.
Have you worked your way over here yet?
No.
No. All right.
Yeah, it's talking that Jersey, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's in training, so he can use the search training.
Yeah.
We've heard stories about that too, right? Kids
Yeah.
getting into stuff, and
Yes,
even
I have.
legal stuff, much less
Yes, I have.
that kind of stuff. So.
My adopted brother.
Yes. Let me take pictures of them.
Is it in their names?
No.
What is it? Moxon. You just open it up, make sure that's what it is.
Oh, it's Penny So Nuts in my name.
Is it?
Yeah, I know this one.
And the others.
That,
The
those
names
are
in the
not.
backpack
That's
are
not
not
our
ours.
stuff.
Yeah, that's not our stuff.
That's why I found that's
Yeah.
not our stuff at all, man.
Oh, that's
Social Security card, that is mine. Penny So.
There's a social security card on there too. So yeah, we'll seize that. It's found property.
Yeah, I should have just laid on the side of the road, man, with a nice.
Should've
Where's
left
that
it.
hat? I should have just left it. Yeah, you're right. I should have just left it.
I would never take.
Anything in the bag, man?
No. Girl stuff.
So like he's talking about, just when you're doing this kind of stuff, you're exposing your kids to whatever, all these things he's been talking about as far as substances.
Yeah.
The possibility of, I know you guys been trying not to and whatnot,
Yeah.
but still, you're potentially exposing your kids to those type of things when
Yes.
it's around, because kids can dig through and find anything. I know, if you remember when you were a kid, you probably knew where everything was in your parents' house, whatever,
Yes.
all over the place, right? So they do too. And then also, like you mentioned, the kind of people that are, you're getting connected with you, which means then you're connecting them to your kids. So imagine where these are the kind of people that you want associated with your kids.
No.
So
So I'll tell you something. So he's adopted. He's 11 years younger. He's my adopted brother. My parents ended up adopting him, and that. But it's kind of a long, convoluted story. We had him since he was 4 months old, but we tried working back with mom and dad to we wanted him to be with biological mom and dad who were drug addicts, off and on. And he ended up going back when he was about 2.5 years old for a little bit, and then she dropped him off with her sister, who was in a bedroom having sex with her boyfriend when he found pills at like 2.5 years old, and they took a bunch. And the worst part is my dad went over to pick him up, and that from the sisters, I think it was prearranged, and he just wasn't acting right. And we were trying to get answers, and nobody would tell us the truth. And finally, as he coded out on his way to the hospital, we were able to figure out that he swallowed these pills. And my brother, and this is pretty much the straw that broke my parents' back. It was several years before we kind of adopted him. But yeah, he was in the hospital for days. He made it. I don't know if he's right in the head still, or he's my older brother. But yeah, just like that. And it was a legal substance. It was just, I think it was there was another little boy there that was like on blood pressure medicine, and then he got into that. So
You're just one of those could get stop drinking blood pressure medicine, man. You ain't got the problem to take that.
and all because the sister wanted to go have sex with her boyfriend in the other room and leave the kids out to watch the movie. It's not in. And I say that to hit kind of home here because it's not that much different than what's going on here.
No.
With you guys stepping into the bathroom to use, but the kids are out here maybe asleep. We don't know. Kids get up all the time and who knows what they're going to find while you're in the bathroom, right?
It's true.
Hopefully that just kind of drives home. All right, so are you guys married or dating?
Yeah,
You're
we're
married.
married.
Okay.
13 years, man.
13
We've been
years.
married since high school, right after high school.
30 hours last night as our last use. Is that
Yes, sir.
okay? So, my understanding, you guys have your Suboxone, right?
Yes, sir.
Please stick with the program. It sucks. It's not as great as I'm sure it doesn't feel as good as chasing the dragon, and that. But it's going to get you guys through to where you need to be. And that addiction, underlying addiction, you guys know this is always going to be there. Always, no matter what. The rest of your lives, this is a part of you. And that. But it's not unbeatable, right? You got to look at it because people beat it. You got to look like, I'm going to be one of those people that beat it. And you got to figure out what they did, the success, why they were successful. And there's a whole litany of reasons why people succeed. You got to search for what's going to drive you through to succeed. And you guys can succeed with this. It's not going to be easy. I like to tell my kids, it's simple. It's not going to be easy though, right? You can understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's real simple. Just don't use.
It's just not gonna be easy. Yeah.
It's just not going to be easy.
You look at those 3 boys that made me do that, right?
Yeah, they do.
Because you don't want to end up. I mean, I love my little brother. My parents love him, but he would have been better off with his biological parents if they could have succeeded. His biological mom's dead. I have no idea where his biological dad is. He's somewhere down in Arizona, and he even though he grew up in the same home I did, he still screwed up. He still has emotional issues. Because nothing takes the place of your biological parents.
There's not like a mother either. I say your father can be your father, and I'm telling you, be any biological parent. Either way. I mean, it's just like
And AJ kind of gave me a little backstory on the two of you, and I'm really sorry that you guys ended up with the parents you did. You guys got the crap lottery. Okay? And I feel for you guys. But that should be a huge driving force behind
it should have been.
why,
Shouldn't it have been? It shouldn't have been.
why you would be the parents that are going to be there for your kids and not put them through the hell that you guys are put through. And that, but unfortunately, I don't know what it is in our psyche. We like to emulate our parents. And I know I'm sure if you talk to a psychologist, they could explain to you, but it doesn't mean you can't break that and say, screw that, I'm done. I'm done. My past is my past. I'm going to use it as a tool to make my life better, not as a crutch to drag my life down. Okay? Another simple but not easy. So,
Yeah.
I wish I could have been there for you guys when you were kids. It got you out of the situations that you were in. I really do. But that's why I'm here today, to get the kids out of the situation, that you guys get back where you need to be. Okay? So I'm just kind of waiting to make sure we don't find some meth paraphernalia, because you guys will catch just the PCS meth. It doesn't change anything. It's just going to add it. If we don't, then I have your citations ready. Like I promised, we're gonna collect the stuff I saw in the trash can. I'll leave the needles. Please get rid of them.
Oh, I promise.
We'll take a social security card and a medication.
Please do.
Because it's not in your name. You're not allowed to use
It's
it. You find strange bags,
Don't pick them up.
Yeah, don't
or
touch
did
it.
you even call the police and say, hey, I found a bag. This is where it's at. It's
Well, I
just
was
sitting
right by
there.
that new sheriff's office, man. I was going to meet her at Winco with the kids, and I was riding back, and there was a really nice hunting hat in that backpack, and it was right diagonally across from it. And there was like a sweatshirt too, but I grabbed the bag, should have someone there was some change in there, which is fucking stupid. There was some change paper backpack, but I picked up the backpack and the hat, and met her at Winco.
I get it, man. I understand, and I feel for you guys. I do. But I've seen it way too many times. I mean, I just hope we don't go down a downward spiral to more deeper problems for you guys. And hopefully this is rock bottom and you guys are on your way up. You guys have a roof over your head. You got food. Right? It can be worse, trust me.
Is that meth? It looks like a meth baggie. So. Oh, is it?
What was in the bag?
Which bag? Heroin. Yes, sir. That was the rinks. Yeah, that was what it was. I was talking about. Yes, sir.
Where were you staying when you're at Fred Meyer that one time?
I was staying at Gil's house, wasn't I? On Sunmaster. No, we were at Motel 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were out of here on Saturday, and so we got a grant for a place, but we can't find anybody to rent to us. That's what we're doing with the Somerset thing, you know. But even they won't rent to us, so because we have an eviction criminal record, so there's no renting.
Yeah, no, I get it. This housing situation is rough, especially when you guys are in the position you're in. There's got to be something out there. I know there's a lot of programs, whether it be through a church or an independent organization or through the government. The problem with the government right now is our Salem housing is so backed up with I mean, it's I don't even know the last time I checked it's like a year.
There's a light right there. You can turn it on.
Yeah, it's like 2 years.
Right here
now.
on that
Yeah,
side.
I know it's awful. I mean, because there's a lot of people out there trying to get it, and I promise you that Nicole Utes, who runs the housing
The pipe?
supporting bank,
Yeah,
she
Uh,
finds out about
I
criminal
believe it's in
activity.
the
she's
top
doing
drawer in
everything
his
so-
jersey.
Right away.
I don't know. Are you guys even on the list? Have you guys even put your
For
name
what?
on for housing?
No.
We had it before.
I had
we
it,
just- we
yeah.
just,
So before we left to Klamath Falls, I had my name and I was on the very top of the waiting list for the Parkway East and Parkway West apartments. I put my application in and I was denied.
even though we
So-
had already been approved, which is stupid.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just
Those are out of my realms of decisions. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
those
Yeah,
and that, but I mean, I don't know where you guys are at with family and burn bridges there. I don't know.
I have no family. I was adopted. I was single from my parents. I adopted. My adopted mom, Susan Alderson. She's in prison for 50 years because she raped me and molested me for. She was a 6th grade school teacher in Silverton, so she's doing 50 years right now. She it's
Sorry, man.
it's all good, But so I don't have any family. She has family in Patasha. Like her, is probably the best person she
Yeah,
has.
you're gonna have to work with DHS on that because I don't know what they'll work with you. You're gonna have to show some improvement,
Yeah.
and then you guys can get back into your kids' lives. Obviously, there's lots of things that are gonna happen. You're gonna have a court case, right? This isn't a conviction, so I mean, however you guys handle it, if you guys are convicted, I doubt this is gonna send you to prison. I don't know what your guys' histories are.
So I gotta be in Klamath Falls on the 15th, or I'll have a warrant out for my arrest.
Well, you need to work. You need to when you guys get your attorney, a court appointed. You need to work with them, and you need to avoid warrants. You
What
do.
I'm worried about is the fact is I don't know how I'm gonna get to Klamath. I have a theft 2 charge in Klamath
Work with your
Falls.
attorney. He maybe he'll have some ideas for you. He may be able to get you some continuances to push it out a little bit. Don't ignore it though,
I
because
won't.
a lot of guys do. A lot of guys are like, "Well, I can't make it, so I'm just going to ignore
We're
it and
gonna
let the warrant
We'll
come."
get the warrant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you will.
we will
The
get-
warrant.
Guarantee it. Yeah. I know
You
will.
will go to Klamath
Yeah.
on a slow bus from the jail.
Buddy, believe me, I don't want that right. I
No.
don't go right to Klamath Falls.
So work with your attorney. I mean, like I said, I don't know your guys' bad history. I doubt this is the type of charges that are going to send you to prison. I don't see that.
I haven't been in trouble since 2008.
Okay.
I've only had a theft charge.
But likely, if we go to court and you guys are convicted or whatever, take plea, whatever you guys decide to do, that's up to you. Right? This is America. We're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
And so, but if you guys end up, you're likely going to end up with some kind of probation, and that probation is going to have all kinds of stipulations. Work with your POs if you guys have POs to make it through, because they're there to help you succeed.
Right.
Some of them have a really kind of a gruff persona, but work with it.
Yeah.
Don't be one of these people that goes, I hate my PO, so I'm just not gonna listen.
I'm just gonna stone.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna be bullheaded, and I'm gonna continue down my road.
No.
And they will help you succeed. You may not like them personally, but they will help you
You
succeed.
don't have to like in person. They're trying to help you. Yeah.
It's kind of like almost being in a boot camp. You may hate the drill instructor, but you're still gonna have to do what they say and follow their rules to
Either
succeed.
way. Yeah. Either way.
No more thieving. You gotta. I know it's hard, but you gotta work on that because you don't want to start just compounding work.
Yeah. No.
Is that the only arrest you had?
No, I got that theft 2 at Fred Meyer. I have one in Klamath Falls. I'm supposed to be there on the 15th for.
I think that day was like some clothes,
Yeah, it was a shirt. It was some
Chicken.
flowers. Yeah. Yeah.
flowers.
Yeah, I told her about the guy that bought the chicken for us.
Yeah.
Remember I came home and told you about that guy bought you the chicken?
Yes.
I told her I came in there and tears and told her that the guy bought the chicken for us,
I mean, it's not good, obviously, but that's different. That's different than stealing
Yeah.
stuff to go sell it or whatever. You know.
Definitely.
How long have you been using?
In total,
Yeah.
like my whole life, I started using when I was 14, and that was marijuana.
What about harder stuff?
The first time I used meth was when I was 16. I used it with my mom. And then I used heroin with him for the first time when I was 23,
How old are you guys now?
30.
30. So 7 years.
7 years.
A long time.
No, there was a break in there. We were clean
We
for
were
2
clean for
years on
2
Suboxone.
man.
What
But-
kicked you back in?
The
People.
withdrawals from Suboxone
And
and
people.
people, which brought us back.
Man. Many people.
I know. Here's a valuable lesson for you in life. You can't control people.
No,
You can only control you.
that's right.
So no matter what that person does that piss you off, you still gotta control yourself.
Yeah. Running into old friends basically is what happened. I got kicked out of the program because I lost my insurance. I lost my job in NORPAC, and then my insurance went with it. So
Yeah.
with my insurance, they stopped giving me my Suboxone. I went through really bad withdrawals off the Suboxone. The withdrawals off Suboxone, believe me, are not worse than the heroin withdrawals. They're about 3 or 4 times worse than the heroin withdrawals. So then I had to go back and not even half the shit. I mean, I could have just not done it, but I went and got heroin, found some heroin, which got me back into doing heroin.
Anything here?
Everything that was in that top drawer, that's the most you're gonna find. That's it. That's the rest of it.
So we have the Suboxone. It's good and bad. It's one of the better. It's better than methadone.
Way better than methadone. Doesn't eat your bones up, man.
Yeah, but it's still. I mean, it's an opioid treatment.
Yeah.
The only way we treat opioids is with opioids.
Opioids, yeah.
Just at a controlled level. You guys gotta make that solution permanent. Know that it's gonna suck once you're off of it. Just I don't know, go get yourself like a crate of Gatorade, send the kids off for a week to ants and just be in misery in the flu with each other. You know, taking showers every couple hours to get the sweats down, and
That's what we're doing.
then obviously make sure you have plenty of TP because we both know what happens once you start going through withdrawals.
Yep.
Yeah.
God, man.
Because the opioids relax your stomach muscles where your food doesn't process, stops you up, and as soon as that goes away, you guys know better than I do the awfulness of that.
Right.
Yep.
One of the worst parts of it is if you get restless arms and legs where you can't.
Yeah.
People look like you're
can't
flailing, but
sleep.
it's not from flailing. You can't sleep at all. I was up for like 9 days with this Suboxone withdrawals because I couldn't sleep. I'd be in front of the door crying. Make sure you go to work because I couldn't fucking sleep.
Treat it as your own rebirth. That once you finally make it through that, it's done. It's behind you. You're not addicted. Where you're still an addict, but you're not addicted at that point. You made it through. And celebrate it. Go buy yourself your favorite treats. And then eat because now you can probably finally hold something down.
Yeah, go to a basketball game or something.
Go out to Red Robin and get yourself one of those burgers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fries.
Yeah.
I love eating when I'm not doing drugs. That's what I do. I trade it with eating a lot. Maybe like Sundays.
You just gotta do everything you can, like he's talking about, set yourself up for success, realize your tendencies to fail, and I think anytime you think that you're immune from that, you put yourself, that you're in a dangerous place, you know.
Yeah.
Just realize that you know that that where you are right now or worse is just one step away. It's super easy. You just make sure you don't allow yourself to put yourself in situations where you're gonna
Fail or be vulnerable.
You gotta cut ties with everybody in that world. You gotta, even your best friend, if you're still gonna be in that world, you gotta be like, I'm done. And the hardest part is if one of you goes towards success, is you're gonna have to cut ties with one another. I'm not saying going out and get divorced, but you can't be around one another if one of you is succeeding and one's not. Because you're both gonna fail. You guys know that as well as I do.
Yep.
And that's gonna be the hardest thing for you too. Is that if she starts succeeding and you're falling behind, she's gotta make that decision. And so vice versa. Not an easy decision, 13 years, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's over. It just means you guys can't be together, right?
Yep.
I want nothing more for her education just to succeed and be better.
You guys need to be the champions for one another, right?
Yeah.
And ultimately for the kids.
He said something about a 10-day plan. I don't know. AJ said something about there's 10 days and then
Yeah, there's a 10-day. I that's all part of DHS. That's out of the realm of my.
he was saying that maybe
scheme.
after 10 days you're gonna put him in custody with strangers or something like that. I don't know if that's
I don't know. Work with AJ. Work with AJ. The worst thing that can happen is you guys continue on this road and you get your parental rights terminated.
That would be the worst, yeah. Definitely, yeah.
I've seen it happen dozens of times. This is your first endangering, right? No.
In 2008, I got how many counts? This isn't her first endangering either. What do you
Same
think?
thing, dope. with around the
No
kids.
weed.
And marijuana. Yeah.
They'll probably look at that a little bit
In
differently now.
2008, I got delivered marijuana to a minor. I gave her 16-year-old cousin a bowl of weed. She got called to that at school. They came to the house. They raided the house. Found like 0.2 not even gram of marijuana. I got delivered marijuana delivered to minor, which is a Class A felony, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's a Class A. I got a Class A felony for that. And then two counts of child endangerment. She got 2 counts of child endangerment because we were watching my friend's daughter.
2 counts of child neglect and 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor.
Neglect's pretty bad too. Endangerings are misdemeanors, but the neglects are felonies.
I have all misdemeanors because I had a really good attorney. My uncle is a private detective, so.
So those are pretty serious. It happened with marijuana, so they kind of look at it a little bit differently now. Because I mean, if it would happen today, I used to look at the minor. What other stuff? Probably not so much. Any prior possessions of hard substances? Your first possessions?
This is my first connection with heroin.
So there may be a chance of moving into the drug court arena, which I know the DA's office is really working hard not to work with people. And that I know that I don't know how they treat marijuana on your record, but I believe that first time possessions of hard substances can be dropped to misdemeanors.
Okay.
And that unless you have previous felonies on your record. That's kind of the way the law writes right now. And so that it could jam you up a little bit because you have previous felonies.
Yeah.
Or this will be another felony. You might be able to get it down to a misdemeanor. But don't let it dissuade you. But they might push you into drug court, which is a good thing. Where you're basically held accountable to a judge. They kind of hold things over your head.
That's good.
They play the carrot or the stick.
That's good.
So
That's good, man.
it's not bad things.
No, it's not. It's very, this needed to happen, honestly. I mean, I'm telling you, this is good. I mean, it's bad, but it's good, you know?
No, I totally understand.
I believe it's all good, honestly. I don't think there's any bad that can come to this. Except for my kids, you know?
Oh, that's good. I'm glad because I was stressing out about Saturday not knowing where they were going to go.
Me too.
So I'm glad that they're safe.
I didn't even tell you when I went to Amazing Treatment today, I signed us both up for inpatient, and I was going to come home and beg you to go with me. Asia already knows about that. I didn't tell you yet. I haven't told you yet.
Oh, okay.
Get with your attorneys and lay out a plan.
Yeah.
The courts will work with you. If you're looking at going to inpatient, the courts will work with you.
I went
But do it for your attorneys. Don't just disappear into inpatient and forget about your
Because
court
you'll still
cases.
get, you'll still get there. I went today to talk to Stacy, and she told me that AJ had sent a fax and called this morning, and she told me, she asked me if I'd be willing to go to inpatient, and I said yeah, and she said something about placing the kids with Tasha, and I said that I'd be fine with that, and I signed off on my papers today. You needed to come and do it tomorrow, but she told me to talk to you and try to see if you'd do it with me. And I told her as long as I said I think that as long as I always wanted to go, that I think you would do it.
Because I have group tomorrow. That's right.
Yeah, she said she wanted your signature on going to inpatient. She told me to ask you, but I already signed off on me going. So I did that today. I didn't have a chance to tell you because you're in bed all day with your headache and stuff. You didn't feel good, so I kept trying to wake you up. Remember? I was up with the kids. I was sitting with my kids and stuff.
I did not feel good.
I kept trying to wake you up to ask you, but you were sick.
My headache would not go away. And my stomach was still really nasty today too.
Who's Gail?
Gail is one of my best friend's moms.
Oh, okay.
She's a psychiatrist in Albany. Has been for like 40 years.
Okay.
She was helping out the kids and us for a little while. She helped pay some of the weekly rate on the motel and stuff. She's a saint, man. She's a beautiful lady. Great heart.
Was that your sister's, Tasha? Your sister?
Yeah.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 sisters and 3 brothers.
How are they doing? Tasha's obviously doing pretty decent.
She's doing awesome.
She's doing really good. She has custody of our younger brother.
Andrew.
So he's obviously doing really, really well. He's 16, and that's on my mom's side. My parents weren't married, so I have my older sister Tasha and my younger brother Andrew on my mom, and then through my dad, I have my younger sister Ashton, and she's doing pretty good. My younger brother Eric, he's doing really great. He was in the National Guard, and I think he works for the railroad system, so he's really good. And then my younger brother Cody, he's more of into the drug issue, like
Your
me.
younger brother Cody.
Yeah,
Cody's
he's in 25. He lives in Hermiston with his other sister Tasha. So we have like two sisters named Tasha. Yeah.
So possession's a felony?
Possession has always been a felony. They actually moved it towards misdemeanor if you have, depending on your history, this year. But possession has always been a felony. Heroin possession is a B felony, and meth possession is a C felony.
Now they're misdemeanors depending on the amount, if it's the first, right? Not a
And
conviction.
depending on the amount you're found with, and depending on your criminal history. But I don't make. I mean, that's up to the DAs. They go through all that.
Right.
Decide what values and stuff.
Yes, short set, T-Mobile call center. Her and her husband both actually worked there. They've worked there for a long time. So they make pretty good money. He helped her, raise her credit score and stuff. But she was with another guy, with her first daughter, and they broke up, and she got pregnant with her now husband's so they've been together for a while, and he's a really good guy. They've never really done drugs. They've just smoked weed. Perfectly legal. So yeah, they both work. They both have their own cars, as you would say. I guess that's the American life. The good life, anyways. So, I mean, she's been in my life for a really long time. She was there for me when we were littler. When we were abused by our stepdad, and so she was there for me. And she kind of took care of me, and then I just kind of took a downturn. So, but we lived with her for a year and a half, all of us, when we got kicked out of our apartment in 2016. So
Yeah, I saw she's saying that. But the guy,
yeah,
That kind of trauma, that's something you gotta deal with effectively too, if you haven't.
yeah, it's
That stuff doesn't
doesn't go away. No, it doesn't.
But you can, just like with this other stuff though, it's survivable, you don't have to be victimized by it forever.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah, so you can,
trying to rise up out of it.
yeah. I was watching that something recently, that what Elizabeth Smart thing,
Oh yeah.
and then all that kind of stuff, you see people that come through some of those things and
Yeah. Well, nowadays there's a lot of postings on Facebook about women getting kidnapped here in Walmart parking lots. I was walking from Motel 6 with a middle child factory, and I was walking through this parking lot earlier like 2 days, and this guy, who's not American at all, comes up to me and he goes, "Are you American?" And I said, "Yes." But he didn't hear me, and he goes, "Are you American?" I said, "Yes, I am." And then he asked me if I was going to Walmart. And I said, "No, I'm not going to Walmart," because I just recently remembered seeing these postings. 2 of my friends have almost been kidnapped. They're posting about it. So I don't know. I felt really uncomfortable about that situation. I told him, "No, I'm not going to Walmart." Going to the Halloween store, which I wasn't going there either. And then luckily some guy came out of the store and he got sidetracked because he liked the guy's car. And I just grabbed his hand and I said, let's go right now.
All right, Alicia, Adam, okay, I'm gonna issue your citations. There is a little bit of meth in the pipe. Like I said, it doesn't change a whole lot. It's just
Do you want to see it?
hopefully pushing you more and more towards getting help.
Yeah.
But they both have court dates on November 8th, 2018. 8:30 in the morning. That's at the circuit court annex. You know where that's at. Down there, 4,000 Almsville Highway. Okay, these are criminal charges, so you do have to appear. All right, like I promised you, I'd work with you. You guys have been really cooperative, honest with me. I appreciate that. I do. It saves me a whole lot of headache and work because I've written hundreds of search warrants, and no matter how many I write, it still take about 4 to 6 hours to process. And that means it's my Friday night, and I would be here late at night and this time with my family. So if you guys work with me, I can reward people that work 1 o'clock late. It shows. It's actually a good step for you guys. It shows the course you guys are serious about, not wanting to be where you're at.
I don't want to be either one of us.
And so, like I said, you got the possessions of heroin and meth, the endangering the welfare of the minor. At the time, 3 counts because there's 3 children. You got your court dates, so please go to your court dates because they will issue warrants for your guys' arrest. And you guys, I mean, warrants are no fun because usually we find you at the most inopportune moments.
Yeah.
You really don't want to go to jail that week because whatever it's the day before Christmas or Thanksgiving, or you're going to actually have a visitation with your kids, and now you're going to go to jail and you're going to miss it. Just
Yeah, I got to figure out a way to get down to Klamath by the 15th too.
yeah, I mean,
I've already said it over once to my attorney. I tried to ask if I could
talk
appear
with
by
AJ
phone.
too. I don't know what resources DHS has. Obviously, we can't write it down there, but I mean, DHS has resources. You're already in their caseload. You're gonna have your court-appointed attorneys, or if you guys can afford your private attorneys, whatever. Work with them, see what they can do, see if the courts have a program to get you down there. I don't know what it's available to you, but what's the worst people could say is no, right?
No, that's it. Yeah, it's the worst.
So. We just got some paraphernalia. I mean, so if you do your field tests. Huh?
All in one or just?
I would separate where you find them. Like if you found the meth pipe by itself, well, the meth separated from everything else. But like the stuff in the trash can, the foils, that can go in one. And then if you found foils elsewhere, that can go in one. Just document where you found it. And the needles we're gonna leave here. We're not gonna touch it. I'm not a big fan of playing with needles.
Also, can I smoke a cigarette? Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't care.
Thank you. Okay.
Ball's in your court now.
I actually feel like this a little cleaner now.
Yeah.
I wish they would give us a broom here because I hate the trash that's everywhere.
Yeah, if you got down and just ask, they might let you borrow.
They probably would let you.
I'm sure that they would. Like with 3 kids, obviously.
Oh, heck yeah.
They decided they were gonna swing around the bag of watermelon candy today, and that went everywhere. So
I got 4 kids, and when I left the house today, well, actually, my wife had some friends over, so there was probably like 12 kids at her house. When I left, they were running in and out, and there was mud all over our entryway. And I just was like, I'm going to work. Have fun.
Yeah.
yeah,
We've had our house looking like pretty decent, and I'll come home sometimes, and it literally looks like
craziness, like a tornado went right through
Yeah,
it.
hurricane raided your house.
That's exactly what it looks like. I've mistakenly told my wife sometimes doesn't make her happy. I'm like, it's like a meth house. It's like, it just looks like about this kid.
Like you
When
just
I
got
find it-
there.
when I find it at work, yeah.
Kids do crazy things.
You guys got some serious jobs, man. That's
I did tell my wife that one time. I was like,
Yeah, it's not a good, yeah. It's not,
It
they
doesn't
don't like
go well.
that.
I said,
No,
you
they
know I
don't.
arrest people for houses similar to this? Yeah, she still brings that up. I'm not the smartest man. So
No, me either.
she brought that up. I'm not going to, but I'm so sorry.
awesome.
I was in a bad mood. I'd already had a bad day. The house was a disaster when I came home.
I have to put your key card so we can get back in. I'm not entirely sure where it's at.
There was one far over there.
Hey, David.
Yeah.
Did you see the room key?
No. Not off the top of my head.
You didn't throw it in your wallet or anything like that, did you? They should.
No, I didn't have it in my wallet.
I didn't put any cards or anything on the ground, so it'll be a little bit.
You guys are still being here for a second, right?
I think actually it might be behind you. I think I did see one on the dresser right here. Not right there.
Yeah,
that's just that's a fake. So
Prescription stuff.
what I would do. So here's the deal, guys. The Social Security card, it's a fake one. I highly recommend you rip that thing to pieces.
Okay.
Prescription drugs, obviously, they're not controlled substances, but I will flush them. And then I think that's what we're done. Okay.
Yep, and then just clean up, and you can get all the rest of the clothes, all the other property that you want to have somebody come pick up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That stuff, and then maybe whittle down what you guys have to carry around with you, so you get wherever you're going.
Yeah.
Good luck.
All right.
Well, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.